Welcome to partialarc.com. Don't do that.
Previously, on Friday Night Quests, our heroes have captured a spy and plan to transport her to Baron Huang in Matet for judgment, accompanying the murderous noble Perrin de Rey and his accomplice Khyle. But this long night is not over yet.
So, half an hour later?
Half an hour later.
So you all go your separate ways?
Yes.
Go
Okay.
our separate ways.
So
Who's
you-
watching Octavia?
I am.
Althea is staying in the room with her.
Well,
Ivy,
I poop in the pot in the room.
not in Althea's
I push
room.
you out. I push you out.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So Ivy, Phineas, where are you two off to?
I'm gonna be with Khyle and his family.
Okay. And Phineas, where are you off to?
Just heading downstairs, just maybe grab a drink before getting on the road.
Okay. As you go downstairs, Omar, the halfling bartender, passes you a drink. He says, "This one's actually covered by the man in the corner."
Okay, and I
And
look back.
There's a hooded man sitting in the corner of the bar. You can make a perception check to see if you've noticed him before.
My perception is flat 0. Ooh, 18.
Yeah, you realize this guy's been in the corner of the bar many nights you've been here, over the last week or so.
I've seen that there's been some hood figure in the back.
Yeah.
Just waiting.
Yeah, you're kind of realizing now that the bar is more or less empty. Like, you actually have seen this guy more often than you realize.
With my perception check, do I see like any distinguishing features beneath the hood? Like, do I see his hands on the counter? Do I notice anything unique about him?
His hands look very thin and very gaunt, almost.
So you're gonna tell me your name if you're buying me a drink?
He motions you over to the table.
Okay. Hold on one second. And I go over and Phineas picks up his loot and slips it on his back. You know, never want to leave this thing around. You know, people could just come in and pick it up randomly.
Lute, by the way.
Yes. Yes, not a bunch of gold or something.
No, not my loot, my secret bag of loot.
Omar taps you on the shoulder before you walk over and says, "By the way, that was for whichever one of you came down first."
Really?
Yeah, of the four of you, there's you, there's the two elves, and there's the tiefling.
Yeah.
Just trying to remind you, you're not special.
This wasn't particularly for you, idiot. So I kind of sit one stool apart from him.
Well, he's in the corner of he's at a table.
Oh, he's at a table. He's not at the corner of the bar.
Sorry, I misspoke earlier.
Okay,
yeah.
sure. So I go to the table. Is it like a big booth?
Yeah, it's a booth.
Phineas wants to give himself like about an arm's reach of distance in case this guy does anything.
Oh, yeah, you can sit across from him. You can pull up a chair very easily.
Basically, if he like reaches, I have some room to move.
Yeah, you don't really think he could even reach across the table. It's he doesn't seem to be able to get quite that far. So, because you're so small, it would be difficult for him to do
He
that.
may have magically stretchy arms.
He might have magically stretchy arms.
Damn it! Damn it! Well, okay.
It's D&D, baby.
Mr. Fantastic leaves.
My name is Reed Richards, and I built a cross-dimensional machine to come to your world.
And then Elastigirl comes and sits out in this place.
Sick.
You look, and this man looks... At first glance, he seems kind of like an old man, and then you realize he's probably only in his 40s. He's just very, very sort of thin and not quite skeletal, but very, very, like, emaciated, essentially. And he's got this dark hood and what look like robes. I'd like you to make a religion check.
Okay. I'm great at this. I'm not.
He's a
11.
Mormon. He's a Mormon.
11. You see that the robes he's wearing underneath, like there seems to be a little bit of very specific color to them. Like they register in your mind as significant to him. They're very well worn, is what you notice about them.
So it doesn't look like he doesn't have like fine clothes.
No, he doesn't. It
And
looks
I
like
recognize
they're
that he's some sort of priest or monk or...
It seems like they're vague vestments. They tend to be in shades of red and maroon with a little bit of orange.
Knockoff Gucci.
And he leans forward and says, I've been very impressed with your performances here today.
Really?
The knight, you've slain him twice in one day and 3 times total.
So, obviously, Phineas realizes this guy knows a little bit more than he's letting on. Or maybe not. And maybe he's let it all on.
Well, you've publicly slain the knight 3 times.
Oh, that's right. But also, this guy says the knight. He didn't say many knights.
He did say the knight.
So, clearly you know a little bit about what's going on here. Do you mind introducing yourself, since you know who I am?
My name is Desmond, and I have a job for you.
What exactly is that, Desmond?
The beacon fire changed. This means that the full authority of Talim will soon be in effect in this town, and the border will be closed.
The border to the barony.
Border to Mazra.
So what do you want?
I have information about a significant magical item in the other side of Mazra, beyond the mountains and in the Screaming Valley.
What is this Oh, there it is. Oh, you can hear it sometimes.
A holy relic of great significance to me and a few others. But I do have a rival arriving soon. He will reach the town tonight.
Who's your rival?
Possibly in the morning, a dragonborn from New Cerosis.
So what exactly is it you're offering to retrieve this magical item?
If we can leave tonight, it would take us about a month or 2 to go there and back. 100 gold a person if we leave tonight.
That's 100 gold for 2 months of work. Going to retrieve a powerful magical item? I'm
A
gonna tell you.
significant magical item. It's of spiritual significance.
Oh, no, I totally understand. But also you mentioned, and maybe you're new at this, but you mentioned that you have a rival coming into town tomorrow who might potentially offer me more once I hear your offer.
He
So
glowers at you.
So I think you could probably make this a little bit worth our while, don't you think?
150 each.
That was really, really fast, so I know you can easily double that.
Make a persuasion check with advantage because you're right.
That one's a natural 1, so that one's not going to work. 16.
250. But the additional 150 each. I'm sorry. But the
400 then. That seems like a very valuable offer. You know what? I thought you were a reasonable man, and you certainly are.
part up front and part upon return.
So 250 up front and 150 on return?
200 up front, 200 return.
Are you sure?
That's the best I can do until I get the relic in my hands.
What exactly is this relic?
Make a persuasion check.
Wow. 26.
Have you ever heard of the Sword of Seven Spirits?
No.
You might have. I don't know.
I don't know.
Make a history or arcana check.
Both are bad.
The cursed bowl of spaghetti.
It never ends.
Endless bowl.
You just keep sucking noodle.
And there's all these
There's
meatballs.
all these breadsticks.
Nothing but meatballs.
Just endless breadsticks.
You'll find it held in the Olive Garden.
When you're here, your family.
Garden of Olives.
I got 9. I probably don't know what
You
this
have
is.
not heard of this.
No, I haven't.
7 secrets?
Spirits.
Spirits?
The
That's
sword
what
of-
I said.
The Sword of Seven Spirits.
So is it the Sword of Seven Spirits?
Let's roll the tape to see if Hillary said spirits.
Yeah. I've heard of it. It's incredibly dangerous. You want us to go after that?
The danger is not in the item, but in the road along the way.
That's what I meant.
I think we could handle it with your assistance.
250 up front, 150 on return, because I didn't know what kind of road and relic I was agreeing to before we made this. I think we can both agree to that. So a little extra 50 up front for me and my friends. In fact, Yeah, I think that'll do it just fine. And then 150 on return.
And we leave tonight for Mazra.
Well, I'll have to confirm with my colleagues. But let me double check. Let's get the 250 payment so I can make sure that they know this is real, because I'm not going to leave town without actually getting the payment up front.
I will present the payment when we make the arrangement. If we do not, I will have to wait.
Well, you've made the arrangements.
My understanding is other mercenaries will also be arriving in the next day or two. This was a bit of a bell ringing out. The change in guard. And people are going to start scrambling to get into Mazra before the hammer comes down. If we don't decide tonight, I will find another.
Fair enough. If I don't find you at the bar, are you staying in one of the rooms here?
I will be here at the bar.
Fair enough.
There's a
And
little bit of an odor to him as well. You think he's like just been sitting here all day.
Just drinking?
Getting crunk.
Kind of just... There's more of like an herbal smell from him. Like a really strong tea almost.
Okay.
Like it's a very medicinal smell.
He sells Herbalife.
I am Desmond Robitussin. Well, Desmond, it was great speaking with you. I'll try to see about convincing my colleagues to take this on. And I step away.
Ivy, you hear some rocks clattering against your window.
no.
You look out and there's a woman throwing pebbles.
I open the window.
Could I ask you to come downstairs for a moment, please?
Oh, yes, of course. I close the window and I go downstairs.
You step outside and you see in the hallway, actually, not even before you even reach the bar, as you get to the bottom of the stairs, there's a woman in her 30s. And she is... Oh, you would not know. She's wearing some nice white robes. And you don't get to make a roll about them.
But they look pretty.
Do I hear anything from
No,
outside?
I would
Okay.
say not. My name is Jinhee Huang.
Hello, I am Ivy.
I believe my father may be in a little bit of a situation, and I would like to travel to Matet. It's the capital of the Huang barony, and I need to... I don't have a lot to offer you as far as payments, but I wouldn't ask anyone but you. I think you'd be very helpful in protecting me along the road. I just need to speak with my father and make sure he's all right. If the barony's been given up, then I'm a little worried about his safety.
We are going to Matet shortly.
Tremendous. If I could accompany you tomorrow. Is it tomorrow? I'm
no,
sorry.
we are leaving very shortly.
Oh, I haven't had time to pack. If you wouldn't mind, I just saw the fire change. If I could just have an hour.
It's time to split the party.
Can you go... I believe haste is better. I can give you an hour, maybe. Can you go faster than that?
I'll do my best. I'm only just across the street. I'm at the lighthouse. It's the temple, in town.
Okay, how much money will you give us?
I don't really have a lot. I could offer maybe 30 gold.
That sounds plenty.
That's you are. Well, believe me, I do not use this word lightly. A godsend.
Oh, right. Yes, I will see if we can hold an hour, but if you can go faster, that will be in your favor.
I'll do my very best. And she scurries out of the trading post.
Excellent.
What do you all do?
Well, I'm still in the room.
Quatra,
so I
Quatra
have
and
no
Althea are just
idea
doing that. Quatra and
going
Althea don't
on.
know what's going on yet, but
Oh, are you still in my room?
No,
No,
he's-
because
Yeah, I
I wasn't
pushed you
allowed.
out.
I wasn't
Yeah.
allowed to use your pot.
Yeah.
Okay, I would like to go to Quatra.
okay.
Oh, I'm using the bathroom.
I knock on the door.
Okay, let me finish up in here. Hello.
Hello, yes, I found someone else to join our party on our trip to Matet.
That sounds wonderful.
Right? They're willing to give us 30 of the money, so I believe it will work out.
Well, if we're headed to Martet anyway, I suppose that's just butter on top of the corn.
That is what I thought as well.
That's
Excellent.
a saying where I come from.
They play a game of coins.
Do they have a lot of corn up there in the mountains?
I was just thinking about corn in general.
Would you care for a game of coin?
Of course, always.
We should play in your room because mine stinks of my butt.
I have 4 other people in my room, but I'm sure they won't mind watching us play a game.
I'm sure they would enjoy it.
Let's go.
Yeah, I hope people really enjoy watching or listening to people play games.
I wonder if I could make it to 4 trebuchets.
We could record ourselves playing it and release it as a podcast.
That sounds like an excellent idea, though I don't know what any of those words mean.
I come up the stairs to meet. Are you guys all in the same room with Octavia?
No, everyone's in different
No,
rooms.
I'm in the room with Octavia.
And
They're
in my
different-
room.
Okay.
My room with Khyle and
So
his family.
I step back into the room with Octavia and Althea. Althea, quick question. Have you ever heard of the Sword of Seven Spirits?
Althea, you don't need to roll.
I don't know anything about it.
No, you do.
Oh, oh no.
You
That's,
are the sword.
That's
I would love that, actually.
That's your
it's-
mother.
Yeah, it's a holy relic from the fire plane.
Oh, motherfucker. I knew this was going to happen.
And it's for a former goddess who has recently developed a little bit more of a following in the fire plane, known as Tonatea.
How do I spell that?
Tonatea. She was the goddess of the sun and also of blood sacrifices.
Oh, nice.
As you do.
There's a new goddess of the sun. Ever since the collapse, the two of them have sort of been in competition as followers of Tonatea sort of emerge from the woodwork, challenging Helmia. Helmia's a goddess originally from the material plane. She was a demigoddess, actually. She's sort of like an Athena-like figure. She's a goddess of like the hearth and protection and like protecting virgins in the home, and ever since the collapse is like now
not
I'm a
Athena.
goddess of the sun.
That's not Athena.
No, in terms of like she was like a warrior protector.
Oh, okay.
And ever since the collapse, she sort of was like, well, might as well be the goddess of the sun too. And Tonatea's followers were like, no, her one actually, she's us.
Oh, crap. I got to figure out which one my family were.
Your family probably would have still been, well, it would have been Palor only a few generations ago. So it's up to you whether they are aligned with a dead god or one of these two.
She only protects virgins, so keep that in mind.
What would like the national, like what would the royal family? Helmia. All right, they're
Yeah.
probably that.
Yeah. Helmia is the more culturally acceptable one. Tonatea is still very much a fringe religion.
And Tonatea is the newer one. Helmia
Well,
is like the.
she's a returning.
Oh.
She was displaced by Palor,
Oh.
and now she's back. Because
Guess
Palor,
who's back?
because
Back.
Palor gone.
Good again.
Yeah.
Helmia's back.
Tonatea.
Tell your
is
friends.
back.
Tonatea's back.
Tonatea's back. Helmia's been in.
Helmia is Palor's daughter.
Regardless,
confirm.
tell your
Yeah.
friends.
No, they're definitely.
To confirm, the Sword of Seven Spirits is Helmia or Tonatea?
Tonatea.
Tonatea. And she's the one who's back.
Yeah.
Getting that groove back.
Yep.
Oh, Tonatea got her groove back.
It's her sword. Her sword.
Or it's tied to her in some way.
Okay.
Have you ever heard of the Sword of Seven Spirits?
I'm sorry. Did you just say the Sword of Seven Spirits?
Yeah, I did say exactly that. And you said it exactly back to me in the same way that I said it to you. So I'm assuming yes.
He actually said Sword of Seven Secrets.
Seven slippery secrets.
How do you know about the Sword of Seven Spirits?
Well, I just wanted to know if you knew about it.
Yeah, I know about it.
Well, we can talk about it, you know.
Yeah, but I want to know how you know about it.
Well, I wanted to find some common ground. You know, I know about the sword. You know about the sword.
What do you know about the sword?
Well, I know it's well protected. I actually know where its location is. What do you know about it?
I want to know who told you about it first.
Just a nice man. Nice man in some robes.
Is he here?
Who, this nice man?
Yes.
No.
Make a deception
Insight.
check and an insight
Fucking
check. Yeah.
insight.
Oh, jeez.
Dude, that's
That was
dangerous.
very aggressive.
Jade's rolling dangerously.
No.
And with a giant metal weapon.
I only rolled an 11.
I also rolled an 11.
Sweet. No new information.
No new information. It's just this stalemate.
It's a stalemate of bad lies and bad insight.
She has such a +4 to insight.
This stalemate of mistrust continues.
God damn it. Cool. I know that it's a sword that's also well protected.
Great.
Yeah. So I'm glad we're on the same page.
Okay.
Who's the nice man?
Sick, bro.
Just some guy you meet along the roads. You know, you talk to people in bars. They tell you about weird things about swords. But listen, you know, there's an opportunity we could go check out this sword. It doesn't sound like it's very important to you because you don't seem to know much about it. So I think we could probably just go to Matet like normal. But we lose out on the opportunity to get this sword. Just wanted to figure out if it was important to you. I'm gonna go see what Quatra and the others are up to.
Oh my god, I did a LARP thing. Metagame question. I put my hand, for the audience, I put my hand like over my heart, which is what you do when you want to talk out of character.
That's really funny.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I was like, okay, but like Tanatea, is she like a threat? Like, is that like, would Helmia, like, people be like afraid of her? Like, what's the general vibe?
Go and make a religion check for me.
Okay.
Let's see how much you know about this.
Not much, probably, because it's -2.
We'll see.
It's a 2.
2 total?
2 total.
Yeah. I would say no further information.
Okay. Althea's gonna go get some fire whiskey. She needs to think about this.
Yeah, she has been leaning on the fire whiskey anytime
Yeah.
she needs to think.
Yeah.
So.
Hardcore.
So she's gonna leave. She's gonna ask Phineus, like, hey, can you just watch Octavia here? And then she's gonna go down to the bar.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure, happy to.
Cool.
As you do this, Omar slides the drink over and says, I'm sorry, Phineas already took the free drink, so you have to pay for yours. The offer was only for the first person who came down.
What free drink?
From the old man. And gesture and points to the man in the corner.
Do I recognize his robes?
Make a perception check.
Okay.
They're Abercrombie and Fitch.
Old Navy.
15.
They're Old Navy robes.
He's wearing red robes underneath his cloak. That's all you can tell.
Oh, okay. Wait. What guy over there? What did they talk about?
I don't know. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Was it important?
I
I mean,
don't-
it seemed like he just wanted to get a free drink for whichever one of you guys came down first for the people who saved,
Is
helping
that-
fight off the night.
Is that a common thing?
Well, the Ice Knights initially are not a common thing
No,
for us.
but like, is like buying drinks for like local heroes like a thing?
We haven't had enough local heroes to know.
Like, what was like the vibe you got from him?
Odd.
Okay.
Lee sexual.
I sort of like go over to like a table that's a little bit closer,
Uh-huh.
and I like sit down and like kind of watch him from underneath my hood.
Yeah, make an insight check.
Okay.
You're going to go be another person in the corner wearing a hood?
Just staring at each other under your hoods.
2 people can play this
It's
game.
a 9.
I'm getting some like Iron Giant like sleeping
Yeah.
across the hall from each other
Yeah.
kind of vibes.
9.
He is watching you and saying nothing. He has a very good poker face.
He probably has pocket aces.
Welcome to Friday Night Quests. It's me, Mike Christensen, your host and also your dungeon master. Does it make sense for me to say welcome in the middle of an episode? Because you already listened to half of it, and you're going to listen to the other half in a minute once I stop talking and start talking, but in a different context. Thanks for listening to the episode. We are going to get you back to the action in just a moment, but first some announcements. We have a Patreon coming very, very soon. We are just putting the finishing touches on it. It took us a little bit longer than expected to put this one together, because we had some issues with the, ironically, with the audio when we shot the introductory video. But we just shot a version that we were really happy with, that we really like. So that intro is going to be coming up very soon, along with the whole Patreon kit and caboodle. And you are going to have a lot of cool special features through that. And we are going to announce those soon when it's live. In the meantime, watch us on social media. Look for news on what we're doing. That is going to be the best place to do it. And we'll drop a special episode into the feed as well to let you know when the Patreon finally goes up. I wanted to give a shout out to another creator, Dale Kingsmill, who is an Australian YouTuber who gave me the idea for the individual maps. It came from one of her videos about D&D. She was talking about the maps that she made for her campaign, for her players, and that is where the idea that every character has their own dedicated map based on what they know about the world. That's where that idea came from. So I wanted to give a little shout out to them. Dale is spelled D-A-E-L, Kingsmill, just like it sounds. You can also search Monarch's Factory, which is a synonym for Kingsmill, on YouTube, or look for My Terrible Idea About Animal Companions, and you'll find her pretty quickly. But I want to give a shout out. She's got some great D&D content. I definitely suggest you check that out. And that's something I'm going to do occasionally. I'll point you towards people or sources of where I get some of my D&D inspiration. I don't know how frequently we're going to be doing Aftermath episodes because the format has changed pretty drastically on the show. So that is going to be part of how we get that information out there for burgeoning DMs. So definitely check her videos out. They're a lot of fun. We have a little contest going right now on iTunes. If you leave us a rating and review, use the word chosen somewhere in your review, either in the title or somewhere in the text, we will give you a shout out on an upcoming episode. It looks like that'll be the beginning of Act 2 is when you'll hear those special names read aloud. For the one that I decide is my favorite or best, you will get a bonus shout out. What will that shout out be? Who knows? Will it be sort of dumb and dorky like the last one? Almost certainly. But if you leave us a rating and review, it's really, really helpful. It helps people find the show. It helps guide people even who don't use iTunes because those reviews feed out to other networks. It's really, really tremendously helpful. So anything you can do there is greatly appreciated. And that's all I got for you this time. We will be back in 2 weeks on February 4th for a special bonus in between arcs episode, but we will get into more of that in 2 weeks. In the meantime, kick some ass and take some names. Bye. Althea, how long do you wait at the tavern as you finish your drink?
I will slowly drink it, but not too long as to arouse suspicion.
Mm-hmm.
But I do want, like, if he's watching me, I'm going to just watch him back.
Yeah. At this point, it's you two and Omar.
And what is he? Is he human?
He's human.
Okay.
It's like 1:30 in the morning, by the way.
Oh, my God. I'm going...
Or no, I think it's like 1 in the morning.
30-minute difference. Great.
Okay, I'm fine then.
And then when I'm done, I like keep watching him, and then I put the empty glass or whatever I'm drinking out of on the bar, and I kind of like tap it, like thanks, Omar, and I walk up the stairs, but I like go backwards.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you use like your 2 fingers?
Yeah, I do like 2 fingers.
2 fingers to the eyes, pointing at him.
No, she would never do that. She turns around and like goes straight, but like glances back at him like one more time.
Okay.
Before, does he not do anything? Does he just
No, he's waiting.
stare the whole time?
Yeah. Make an insight roll.
Okay.
Now that you've waited this whole time, it seems like something would have changed, but
yeah.
he did not.
19.
He seems to be waiting for you to do something, and it's sort of like, how's Althea with like cards, like playing cards?
Oh, she plays 3 Dragon Annie.
So she would know when someone's like waiting someone out. It's a very similar vibe you're getting from him. He seems to be waiting for you to make the first move and doesn't want to do any more than he's already done.
I think Althea has enough deductive reasoning based on her past.
Yeah.
That she would probably assume that this is how
How he heard about
yeah.
it. But he doesn't really, but you don't
But
really
he
know.
hasn't. Yeah,
what
that
happened,
is
yeah.
that is her hypothesis, and now she's gonna go test it.
Fair enough. Ivy and Quatra, you two up to anything?
We're playing that game.
Coins.
Coins.
Cool.
Oh my God.
You can use coins other than trebuchet, you know.
Oh, yes, and I pull out my fish hooks.
But you just keep using the trebuchet coins.
Oh, so I don't use these coins. I use trebuchet coins.
That's fine. Let's play.
Okay.
Cut to.
I go back to my room, and I say, I feel so much better after, some fire whiskey. Like, it kind of clears my head.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. How was your free drink at the bar?
Pretty good. I'm
Pretty
surprised
good.
that they still do it for me, but, every now and then.
Yeah, like, so there's this guy in these like weird robes that like apparently talked to you.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
people are a fan. Sometimes they buy me drinks.
Yeah, he didn't seem like a guy who's like a local,
Yeah, people travel in all the time, check out the shows, and occasionally they buy me drinks.
Uh-huh. And so in what part of the conversation did he bring up the sword?
Who, the guy down there?
Yeah.
I didn't talk to him about the sword.
Yeah, no,
Make
I'm
a
sure you talked
deception
about
check
the
and
sword.
an insight roll.
That is...
You shady motherfuckers.
19.
That's a 5. I rolled a natural 1.
He did not learn about the sword from the guy.
Okay, sounds good.
So I think we got to go at this point because we are getting close on the time. Octavia, you ready to go?
No, but let's go.
All right. Let's go get Quatra and
Wait.
Ivy.
You rolled the little emblem is the 20. You rolled a natural 20.
Oh, I rolled a 24.
Oh, interesting. You know,
You're welcome.
He,
Oh,
you
thank
know,
you.
You know he was lying about the thing.
You're lying about the thing. That is not true. You need to come clean with me, Phineas, because you've been lying through your teeth this entire time.
About what?
Your tricks, your info, and now you're going to tell me about that sword and what that guy downstairs told you.
Well, he told me he knew the location of the sword. He offered us money to go get it, but we've got an ice knight trying to kill a small boy, so I figured that was more of a priority.
And what did he say else about the sword?
Just that it's somewhere and that he'd offer us money to get it.
And you said no thanks? Or were you going to tell us about it? Or
Well, I brought it up here, but...
yeah, but you didn't like mention anything else about like going and getting it, or like whether or not.
Well,
it
I
was,
didn't know
like,
if it was important to anybody.
pertinent.
And you didn't tell me anything about it because you've been incredibly cagey and lying to me, so I didn't feel like it was important to bring up. Don't you think that's fair? Person who doesn't tell me anything about themselves?
Why don't you tell me? How about we do this? Why don't you tell me something you're hiding from me, and I will tell you something I'm hiding from you.
No. I tried to see if you were interested in the sword. You told me you weren't interested in it, so I didn't
I'm
bring
not
it up.
talking about the sword. I'm just talking in general. Then we can learn to trust each other more.
I think we trust each other just fine.
Well, you seem to have a problem with the fact that I'm being cagey, so I was just thinking like you didn't trust me.
No,
So-
you just didn't want to tell me anything about it, so
I'm only a third-party observer here, but it really seems to me that I think the best way for you to resolve this is sort of a question-by-question basis, trading questions.
Oh, see, I like a good mediator. I appreciate a good mediator. Octavia, do you want to do that?
I mean, it's in my best interest that we have a cohesive group dynamic
I
here.
agree. I would agree. I think a strong unit is always good.
This
I
is
can
so-
start if you want.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead.
This is so will they, won't they?
I could start with a question for each of you.
Okay.
Where are you from?
Where are you from, Phineas?
Just a... Ah, man. I forget the name of it. I actually don't know where I was born, to be honest.
Natural 20.
I don't
Okay.
know. I don't know where I was born.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair. Okay. I was born on another plane,
What plane was that?
and I pull back my hood so you can see like the glimmering hair.
Oh my god.
I'm not a tiefling. I'm a fire genasi.
It's pretty cool. I've never met a fire genasi
I
before.
put my hood back up and I was like, yeah, I don't really like people to know that.
Well, glad you shared it with me.
Okay.
By the way, she's under magic.
Oh, what I kind of assumed.
Oh, that explains
something
so much.
like that.
But you knew that already, didn't you, Octavia?
I should have. Just
Yeah,
in-
like where did you learn that kind of like bards aren't usually like that?
Well, I mean, it's different magic for different folks. I've had to travel to a lot of different difficult places. And usually people don't take me as seriously because I don't carry any big swords or any powerful weapons. So
Yeah.
you
So,
kind of
like,
have to
where-
figure out your way through
You
those
have like
conversations.
different like bard schools, right? Like what?
Huh? What do you
like,
mean?
Where you study like how to become a bard, right?
Yeah.
This would be a thing Althea would know, right?
Yeah, the bare minimum, yeah.
Yeah.
Very bare minimum, I would
Yeah.
So
assume.
like, what did your school specialize in?
Yeah, it's mostly like different varying magics. Like you can pick up, for example, I personally like to study conversational magic, but some people pick up like, they do fire or they do pretty elaborate spells.
You seem to have ones that are like persuasive, like
Yeah,
get
conversational
people to
magic.
do what you want. What does that mean, conversational magic?
No, I just kind of try to understand people a little bit better.
Welcome back to Conversational Magic.
Wait, tell me. I can tell he's being cagey about something.
Are you sure? Should I roll to see if
Yeah,
I'm...
you guys should roll.
Yeah,
Hold on a
so-
second.
Oh no, that's an 8.
Yeah, I have 6 plus 7, so 13.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you don't know I'm being cagey.
Fucking. Well, I can still think you're being cagey. I just don't have any more info.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Okay.
You don't suddenly spontaneously trust him. No.
Yeah. Cool. Octavia, do you have another question?
I have a question. Not really a question, more of a statement. We should get Quatra and Ivy, and we should get going.
One more question.
From me? or
from you.
What do you most desire?
I'm sorry, what do you mean, what do I most desire?
Well, what is your goal?
Look, we gotta go, okay?
Yeah, we gotta go.
We gotta go.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys go and get Quatra and Ivy.
Quatra, Ivy, hey, what are you guys doing?
Yeah, what?
Playing coins.
I just have a bunch of fish hooks stuck on my fingers.
Ivy,
These
what?
coins hurt so much.
Take them. I like bend. I'm assuming they're on the floor.
Yeah,
They're
we're
both sitting on the
we're
floor.
sitting on the floor. I like bend down like I'm kneeling to a child, and I start like gently taking the hooks
Ow.
out of her fingers. You have to hold still.
This hurts.
Yeah, well, you shouldn't play with fish hooks.
Are we ready to leave?
What?
They're fish hooks.
These are not money.
No, they're definitely. I don't know. Maybe in a fishing village they are, but they're not money.
Quatra, why did you tell me I was inadvertently breaking the rules?
There are very moldable rules in coins.
What is the game of coins?
It's what you want it to be.
You see an arrangement on the floor of, like, is there a board for coins? I don't remember.
No, you don't play with a board.
Okay, there's just piles of coins on the ground in front of them.
Why are there just piles of coins on the floor?
Henry raises his hand. Are we leaving?
Yes, we're leaving now. I'm so sorry.
All right, guys, ready to go?
Yeah.
Oh, we
ready.
do have to stop and pick up Jenny.
Who's Jenny?
Who's Jenny?
She's joining us on our expedition. We are taking her and her father.
No, who is this new person?
I believe her name was Huang.
I'm sorry?
I'm so, yeah, excuse
I thought
me.
you said her name was Jenny.
Yeah.
Jenny Huang. We have to go get her and her father. They're coming
I'm sorry,
with us.
when you... Juan? Do you mean
Huang, like the
Huang?
Huang barony?
Yes, Huang. We have to get her and her father.
Who's her father?
I did not catch. I don't know.
Nope, we're just gonna ignore. We're gonna ignore this happen. We're
No,
gonna ignore it.
she's
We're just gonna
going.
go.
We
We're
have
just
to get her.
No, we're good.
She said she will pay us.
How about this? Why don't we come back and do it?
She said she has to leave tonight. Her and her father.
Good. They can leave tonight, and we're gonna go to.
Why do they need to
capital.
join us?
She asked, and I said she can join us. We are taking people, are we not?
We are.
I mean, yeah, but where is she going?
To the same place we were going, Madet.
I don't think we can. I turned to Phineas and I was like, I don't think we can take on like another person, like 2 people.
I'm a little bit nervous about this as well.
Yeah, look-
especially if this is someone related to the
Yeah,
Huang
we're
barony.
We so appreciate that you're learning how to
Wait,
make
wait,
friends.
wait. This is family?
Yes, it was her father.
Of the actual barony?
I do not understand.
I think this might actually be a good idea. I think
I
we
think
should...
This is a terrible idea.
No. Listen, she has influence, this Jenny, potentially, in where we're going, and we don't know what's in Matet, and if we are helping someone of the family, I think that might give us a little bit of a advantage if we run into any trouble along the road.
And she did say she would give us a whole 30 coins.
30 coins
30
for taking
30
a
coins.
member of the
Why don't you
entire
go-
region.
Why don't you go downstairs and find Jenny and her father?
She said they will be at the temple.
What temple?
The temple across the street.
What is the temple across the street? Like what deity?
I'm looking right now. I actually don't see a temple.
It's
across
called
the
the
street.
Lighthouse,
Oh, is it just called the Lighthouse?
and it's a temple to Helmia.
Oh. Yes, we should do that.
Excellent. I will go get her promptly. And I go down and I go to get them.
I'm going with you.
Probably a good idea.
Yeah.
All right, the two of you walk out.
I turn around before we leave and I look at Phineas and I like whisper. I was like, "Don't you tell anybody." And then I walk away.
Oh, yeah, I'm grabbing Octavia and taking her down to the cart.
As I see you grabbing Octavia, I want to do silent image on her when we take her out to the cart, in case anybody sees her, to make her look like somebody else completely. What it does is I can cast it. It'll just make an illusion over her as she moves. but it'll essentially just make her look like it'll just be like a random person.
Silent image is concentration, I'm assuming?
It doesn't have that on here, but I think it is, though.
Oh, yeah.
I know
Silent image, concentration up to 10 minutes.
Suggestion is not, though.
It is. Up to 8 hours, concentration.
It's a concentration?
Yeah.
Then I can't do it. Then I won't do it.
Okay.
So then never mind. Just let's cover with like a cloak or something
Okay.
like that.
All right.
Or like a hood.
Sure.
Okay.
A blanket.
All right. As you go downstairs, who's retrieving Perrin from the penthouse?
I can retrieve him since Ivy and Althea are out.
Okay.
So I go up and get Perrin. Perrin, you ready to go?
Yes, let's load up. And he looks very tired, and he has the lantern with him, and he's...
And Perrin, you know we're going to Metet, right? I don't want there to be some surprise on the road.
Make a persuasion check.
15.
I don't have much of a choice in this, do I?
Not really. I mean, let me ask you a question. How good are you with a sword?
Not very.
There's your answer. The knight's very good, and he's relentless. So we're going to Metet.
You don't expect me to pay you anymore for this, right?
I don't know. How do you feel about ice knights? Sounds great. Let's pack it up.
He goes down the stairs.
I love that. That was so good. Yay!
Althea and Ivy, you head up to the temple, or as far as Ivy's concerned, the building. And the front doors are open. You see a little bit of candlelight inside.
I walk inside.
Mm-hmm.
I walk inside. I go first. And I sort of like, I was like, no, just wait.
Jinhee, we're here. We are here for you. I know it has not quite been an hour, but we...
Hello. Yes. I'm so excited that you're here. Yes, I'm almost packed. I'm just getting the last of my vestments. You see, she's wearing robes of Helmia. She is a priest.
Oh, I make a little symbol with my hands that is like when I bow and I make like a little, like that little fire symbol that they do in Avatar: Last Airbender?
Yes.
It's like that. It's
Yeah.
like what we do in the material plane of fire, or the plane of fire for like Helmia worship, and I like bow to her.
Oh, not seen someone orthodox in quite some time, but yes, of course. And usually people here are just asking for good harvest, but yes. Are you a follower or in the service? Or?
It's out of habit, just kind of like culturally Helmiac,
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just finishing packing up, please. I've just got to. It's going to be a bit of a long road, but only a couple of days, but I don't know how long I'll be there.
I'm
so.
sorry. You're gonna have to kind of start from the beginning.
Oh, I explained everything to your friend.
Yes, she's like a child.
So where is your father? He is coming with us, correct?
Okay, Ivy, can you just give me like 1 second here? I want you to pretend that this adult is a child and that you're now talking to an adult. So tell me what I
I do
need
resent
to
that.
know.
I am fully grown.
Yes, you're sure.
Well, my father is the Baron, and I'm just trying to get to him because if the flags have changed and we're looking at a new situation and new governments, then I'd like to make sure he's all right.
Oh, so you think something has happened to him?
Well, I'm not sure, but he wouldn't give up the barony without situations having been changed pretty dramatically.
Insight.
Sure.
23.
Yes, she seems earnest and concerned. If not for his life, certainly for his legacy.
And you need to get to the capital.
Oh, yes, of course.
And you're willing to pay for safe passage.
I don't have much, really, but I can offer 30 gold. Per there's 4 of you, right?
Yes.
I can offer 30 gold for each one of you. I know it's not a lot, and Metet is a little bit of a ways. It's not a day journey, but I know I'm asking a lot leaving so suddenly, and it seemed that what she seemed to tell me earlier was that it wasn't terribly out of your way. So I hope this isn't an inconvenience. I could get a horse from.
So it's just you
from
that needs
from
passage.
the stables if I need to ride along by myself.
I'm sorry. So it's just you that needs passage.
Correct. Yes.
Oh, okay. So
your father's not coming with us.
No, we're
Should we
going
need-
to my father. He lives in Metet. He's the Baron.
Okay. So, all right, Jeff. Fine. Just
If I need to get my own horse,
no. It's fine. Just
because the stable master's usually open this
no.
late.
We're just gonna
Have
go.
I offended you?
No. We just we need to we're going to make quick decisions, and I'm rolling with it, and I'm making an executive choice now. Let's just do it.
Excellent. And I go and pick up her bags and start to leave.
I'll be out in 5 minutes. If you wouldn't mind 5 minutes.
No, wait. Why do you need
We
5
are
minutes? We
leaving
need to
now.
go now.
She points at some clothes that are not quite in the bag.
Jenny, we don't have time. We need to go now.
It's Jin-hee.
Jin-hee.
I'm sorry.
I'm
I don't want to be difficult, but
I'm
it is my name.
so sorry. I do the thing again, and I go, but
And also with you.
yes, and Jin-hee, we don't have time, and I'm sure you can get new clothes when we reach your father. So we need to go now.
All right. She takes what of the bag is packed.
Yeah.
and throws a couple things in there.
All right. Now let's go.
All right.
Yeah. And we go back over.
Excellent. I knew I was right in this decision.
And we go over, and I was like, we have one more companion.
Is there anybody else we are gathering with us?
No.
At this point, you all gather around the cart. It's the four of you, Khyle, his parents, Octavia, Perrin, and Jin-hee.
And they're all going to ride in the wagon.
Nice
Apparently.
crew of people.
Apparently they are.
Is the wagon big enough for everybody?
No.
Okay.
No, it's
Okay,
not.
I'm fine walking alongside.
So we have I'm going to ride my boar.
Okay.
I'm going to ride Snuggles.
I think a few of you could, honestly, with the size of Snuggles, 2 or 3 of you could ride
Okay.
Snuggles.
I'll ride
so-
with Althea.
No. I pull. Wait, hold on. I'm going to. I need a D8. I tell Ivy, I was like, I have a gift for you, and I pull out a tribble.
Oh, of course,
It's
from the bag.
not a tribble. I don't know what they're called. They're fuzzy objects.
Hold on.
It just says a fuzzy object.
You trying to make her like a best friend?
Yeah.
Hang on 1 second.
Has it
I
been
need to
enough
see.
time?
I just need to see the phrasing. I don't know if it's per day or at dawn.
No, it's per short. Oh, once 3 fuzzy objects have been pulled from the bag can't be used again until next dawn. I think I've pulled 2.
You
Yes.
pulled 3. There was a bear that you pulled in the glacier.
I thought it's already been a dawn.
Dawn
It
hasn't come
been
yet.
on It's only like one.
No.
Yeah.
Why are you making this so difficult?
It's fine. You only have Ivy's hopes up.
I was just gonna make you your best
Then
friend.
tomorrow morning, I'm gonna give you a gift. Okay, so, it will be me, and then Jin-hee, and then Ivy
Okay.
on the boar.
That's
on
easy
Snuggles.
to do.
Okay,
Snuggles
cool.
is huge.
Great,
Or he's technically large, but that's
Okay,
enough.
great.
2 of you could fit on a horse. 3 of you can fit on a boar.
great, cool.
And I'll stay in the cart with Octavia.
Okay. I'll walk beside the cart.
Okay.
Is there a horse? Is it horse drawn?
No, because it's drawn by Snuggles, the boar.
Oh, right. Okay.
Oh, this cart is. Oh, we just
Got it.
rented a cart.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
We're not
Oh.
returning this cart. That's so terrible.
Oh no, we're awful. Oh my god, we stole something.
No, they have different
Hertz
cart rentals.
You can just drop them off on the tet.
Yeah.
We'll drop it. Yeah.
To be fair, based on where you were renting it and you thought you were going to Port Page, there wasn't really a chance it would get
Now-
returned.
I mean,
either.
look, we had
Before we
gone to
take
World
this
of
card-
Wagons.
Yeah, if only that game existed in this campaign.
Let's keep the receipt.
Now I'm gonna walk around the wagon and make sure I'm checking for dents and dings. I don't want to get screwed when we get to Matet. Everything
Yeah.
looks fine.
Yeah, it's all good. And you guys roll out.
Yeah, we do.
As you hit the road and you look back over your shoulder at Narrowalk, you see the beacon fire illuminated in the center of town, the green fire with the golden lily in the center. And Phineas and Althea, you notice the hooded man that you saw in the bar stepping outside and watching you leave. And then he goes back into the bar. And you are on your way to Matet.
Goodbye, town.
While we are traveling, I would like to have kind of a bit of a. I kind of lean back a little bit, and I'm like, Jin-hee,
Hi, yes?
what do you know about the Sword of Seven Spirits?
I've heard of it, certainly.
Do you think it actually exists?
I don't know. I don't really go in for that sort of thing, honestly.
Okay. All right. And that's the end of that conversation.
All right. And you ride out into the darkness. Thanks for listening to Friday Night Quests. Your heroes will return in 2 weeks. Ivy is played by Amanda Joy Condon. You can follow her on Twitter and Tumblr at Amanda Joy. That's spelled Joy. Althea is played by Hilary Levi, who is on Twitter at Hilary Levi. Phineus is played by Jay Jones, who can be found on Twitter at JAwesomeJones and on the podcasts Roll the Seas and Wrath and Glory. Quatra is played by Jeremy Fox, who can be found on Twitter at JLeeFox. Special thanks to Khyle Fryer for composing our theme song. You can follow him on SoundCloud for other totally radical music. This episode also included music by Kevin MacLeod of Incompetech.com. You can find the track listing and credits in the show notes. This episode also included ambient sound from tabletopaudio.com. Photos and character art can be found on the show notes on partialarc.com. And while you're there, you should check out some of our other podcasts. I recommend Wrath and Story, a hilarious RPG show set in the Warhammer 40k universe. If you have any questions about the show, you can email us at fridaynightquests@gmail.com. You can also follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and Tumblr at Partial Arc. Thanks for listening, and until next time, play fair and have fun. Snook.